Morning. Today is Tuesday, April 14th. Seems like the month is flying by. Seems like the year 2020 is flying by. Anyhow, President Trump never ceases to surprise me. He retweeted a tweet from a failed congressional candidate that had the hashtag Fire Fauci. What's his point? That Fauci screwed up with advice he gave? Or maybe he's tired of being corrected by Fauci at the podium? Or maybe he's preparing to open the country in spite of Fauci's possible opposition to that action? Or maybe he wants to actually fire Fauci, and now he feels he has support for the decision. You can mull that over. I'm going to move on to a different topic. The task force is meeting today. It's health versus economy, plus Donald claiming he has the power, but the governors think otherwise. Donald said on Friday that he would certainly listen to the recommendations of his health experts as he weighs what he has called the most difficult decision he's ever made. His panel is called Opening Our Country Council, and that will be announced today. He has repeatedly said that America wasn't built to be shut down, and has mused aloud about lifting stay-at-home orders in different parts of the country while keeping the hot spots locked down. So when we look at this problem, we see a widening chasm between the commander-in-chief's desires and the current frame of mind of many governors and mayors who dictate when Americans can begin going back to work. Many of them are increasingly asserting that authority as they brush away questions about reopening with warnings to stay the course. I love that. Stay the course means stay at home, social distancing, wear your masks. Now, maybe there's a lot of people who don't like being dictated to like that. But I'm out on the street occasionally, and I see a lot of people doing exactly that. Well, getting back to what Trump says about hot spots, the University of Washington's modeling suggests that states including Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Minnesota, and Texas will not hit their worst points until late this month. So in addition to what the states I just mentioned are going to go through, Democratic governors like Connecticut's Ned Lamont and Michigan's Gretchen Whitmer were moving in the opposite direction, extending their stay-at-home guidance to later dates. So basically what we're hearing from most governors is keep staying home, keep social distancing. Now is not the time to take our foot off the accelerator. Whitmer also said, now is not the time to pull back at all. We are in control of our fate here, and it depends on every one of us doing our part. Do you think she had Donald in mind when she talks about everybody doing their part? Interestingly enough, the president has offered no clarity about how American parents can return to work as an increasing number of school districts are going to close down for the rest of the year. And Governor Cuomo said, I don't understand how you start business in May but not open schools until June. There's been no decision on either one of those things. And you have to coordinate the businesses with the schools, because schools do education. Schools also do daycare effectively. And for a large percentage of the New York population, those items are important. We can't have people going to work if the kids are not in daycare or not in the school. So, you got to think about that. But Trump is only driven by one thing, the economy. And then Cuomo said, you think you're going to reopen the economy without the engine of the New York metropolitan area? You're kidding yourself. And Trump should know better, even though he's now a Floridian. He has lived in New York most of his life. Cuomo also said the best course for moving forward will be to keep politics out of the discussion, especially in a presidential year. And many Republican governors have sounded the same warnings. So I doubt if Trump will listen to any one of them because he's fixated on the election. And you can tell that because of his press conferences, which are nothing more than campaign conferences. Now, if our president had half a brain, he would understand what Winston Churchill said. Now, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. Do you think Trump understands that? I don't think so. I think that's a great statement. I think that's a fair statement of where we stand right now. But I don't think Trump thinks that. He is dying to start this economy no matter what the cost is. And I hope his counsel convinces him otherwise. So with that, I will sign off. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay indoors. Read a book.